Bruh, am I live? I mean, I'm live, but like my mic is not working. Or it just got disconnected from OBS. Like the heck? Okay, the fact I can't hear myself on my own stream is concerning. Bruh. Oh, okay, I can. Testing, testing. Am I live? I mean, I'm live, but like my mic is not working. Oh, okay, okay. We're good, we're good. Epic. I'm gonna give it a minute for people to just, hop in. Uh, yeah. Oopsies, spoilers. We're gonna do something, and that is called slash effect give at s night division net 0 true. Oh my gosh, it's the place from the video, except it's not dark and scary. Who could have thunk? I apologize if my voice sounds scratchy or I sound sick or something, and it's because I think I am. Uh, yeah. I don't know. My throat has just been feeling scratchy. So I apologize if I sound off or something, or maybe you haven't even heard me enough to realize that. But yeah, here I am, streaming for like the first time in like freaking forever. So yeah, I have no idea how many viewers I'm gonna have because the last time I had like 5 viewers, but that was like a month ago when I was posting more. I don't know. Uh, all right. Well, I don't want this to take too long because I am going to be posting this, and I will probably put timestamps so people who miss this live stream can still watch it, and they don't have to watch through like however long this will be, and they can just kind of skip ahead. And like, yeah, I mean, I might do something after this on the stream. Like, I might play on a server or something if I'm bored. I don't know, but we'll see. So I should probably can I pull this up on my phone? I will do that because I would like to see the chat while I am streaming. I don't have a second monitor, so this is kind of annoying. Uh, yeah, so if you are in the chat, if you are watching, you can ask questions at any time and I will answer them unless they're like lore related to like the video. Um, or my video series, because there's two of them and they're connected if you watch the second one. Well, I guess they're connected if yeah, they're connected. But I don't want to answer any like lore stuff because that'll just spoil things, obviously. And I'm just here to give behind the scenes insight on like the process of making the video and all that stuff. Annoyingly, I wanna okay. This is when I need like three screens because I want to see my live chat, but then I also want to look at my freaking document that I have where I have some bullet points to go over. Um, I don't know. I'll just figure this out, I guess. This is so scuffed. I'm so sorry if this is scuffed. This is like really scuffed. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There's always these difficulties when you start streaming again after a while. You kind of forget how you do things. Okay. Uh, anyways, I guess I'll just really start it now. So yeah, I wanted to just make this like a normal video, but I tried recording this so many times and I don't know, I just couldn't get it right and I guess my script was too unorganized. So I figured why not just make it like a long form live stream where I can just ramble on and I don't really have to make it super organized and I can just put timestamps if people don't want to watch the live stream. So yeah. Um, so the first thing I will go over, if I can look at my document here, uh, one second. Okay, so much like the first video, um, it is built on a super flat world, and it is built in the same world as the first video. This is the entire set of this video, and don't mind the stuff in the background that is unrelated. But yeah, this is the entire set of this video. This is the entire set of the first video. And yeah, so I mean, it's like, it's kind of funny because it's like, you only see things from one perspective, but it's really just all fake. I mean, obviously, right? Um, some people have asked me if I can make this world downloadable, and I decided it wouldn't really make sense right now because I could build more in this world in the future, and there's also just all these random builds around. Like I've just been building that. Like I don't know. I just use this as like a creative testing world sometimes. So there's all these just like random things from like other servers and stuff like that I'm just building for fun. But maybe I'll clean it up one day and like release it to members or something. I don't. Okay. I have to like figure out how I'm doing this because I want to be able to see my live chat because I don't want to miss anything. Do not be afraid to chat. Um, I guess I'll just have to switch between. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. I'll just have to switch between this and OBS. Whatever. Okay. So this video was not without its mistakes in the recording process and stuff. And the first biggest mistake was um, unlike the first video, I forgot to apply the resource pack, which makes everything look old, and I will examine that now. Where is it? This one and this one. It makes everything look like this. This is how the video is supposed to look. But you see, I was a little silly and I forgot. But you know what? It didn't really matter in the end. I only realized, and I actually only realized towards the end of the video, at which point I actually did apply the texture back because the textures in here don't really change. You don't notice it at all. But I noticed it when I came across this copper because this looks drastically different than normal. And I was like, oh shoot. But I'm like, I'm not going to go back and change everything. So I was like, whatever. It's not a big deal. So yeah, that was like the first big mistake. And I think you can kind of first notice it in this part of the video, where this looks normal. But if I take off the pack, that deep slate is rotated wrong, and it is not supposed to be like that. Yet it is, and I just looked past it like, whatever. Didn't realize it, should've, but yeah. Um, and then I also had like, I also had my vanilla tweaks resource pack applied, which gives me this dark UI and stuff. Um, and I was like, whatever, like, I didn't want to take it off in the middle of the video and then just like and then because that would remove some continuity and I didn't feel like re-downloading specific things from my vanilla tweaks pack, so I was like whatever, it's fine. I also kind of noticed it later in the video, which annoyed me a little bit. um, if we go to this, I have part of the resource pack is that the sides of pistons look sticky when they're sticky pistons, and also I guess the back side of the hand, but I didn't want it to be like that, but I was just like whatever, big deal, what can I do? And yeah, so I was like, okay, well, yeah, I'm not, I'm not a perfect person in making these videos. Like, I'm not a perfect editor or perfect video maker. I'm so new to this stuff. I haven't been doing very much of it. Um, but yeah, those were like the biggest mistakes in terms of just like, I guess, set production and stuff. You could call it. Um, I guess in terms of like the video itself, I think the pacing could have been better. There's like parts in the video where like I just like changed tone completely. Like my pacing or I'm sorry, my acting in the beginning of the video kind of sucks. I'm not an actor by any means. I'm just trying my best to make something cool. And I wish I kind of like reordered some of the parts of the video where I'm like here and I have like a monologue at some point. But I don't know. I should have like reordered it a little bit. Because like it just kind of like ruined the pacing a little bit. And then after this part, after I nearly freaking die, and I get to in here, oh god, this place looks so ugly with night vision. I become extremely hopeless, and like I don't, my tone changes so much in the video, and it's just like I definitely could have just paced some of the dialogue differently so that I more slowly changed tone. And I definitely could have just like retaken the scene because you can definitely tell I'm like reading off a script if you have keen ears, I guess. Um, but something that's good about this part of the video actually, and that brings me to my next point, is that the music use in this video actually carried it. Like, I really focused heavily on the sound design because I've realized how much sound matters in giving off certain emotions and feelings to the viewer. So in this part of the video, I have one of Lena Raine's tracks, I think, playing, and it just like has this amazing sort of like growing intensity in the song, and it peaks at this part in the video, and it really gives me goosebumps every time I watch it, and even when editing. So yeah, I think that was definitely good. Yeah, all of the music in the video is actually from Minecraft. Turns out the Minecraft soundtrack. God, I can't talk. The Minecraft soundtrack is actually really good for just evoking certain emotions. It's just actually peak. And I think some of the newer tracks could be a little better, or they don't really feel super Minecrafty. It feels more like they're trying to imitate a feeling of like relaxing and stuff, but that's not really what like the original Minecraft music was about. It wasn't just meant to be relaxing. It was meant to invoke sort of like creativity and certain thoughts in your head. I don't know. I'm not gonna go too much on that. I've seen a video about it that was like really interesting, and I guess I'm just repeating points from there. But yeah, uh, yeah, and also the sound effects were also just like creepy cave noises that I added in, or like underwater's ambient sounds. Um, some of them are edited in, but some of them are actual like command functions. So I have it set up like right here. That happens when you get near here. So like in a part of the video, I'm like swimming down here, and then a noise plays, and thankfully a good one played because it will just play like a random noise every time. But the one that did play was pretty good. Yeah, another sound that was also done with command blocks is the portal opening. We can see that in this part of the video. Yeah, so kind of loud, but yeah, there it is. And then there's also a command block thing around here to make it so that when I come over here, that that gets filled in, and I can show that off if I'm actually just do this again. Apologize for the noise. I'll turn that down actually because that is kind of loud if I can. I don't know. I don't know what that would be considered. I walk backwards. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, and then this part of the video, this is the ending. This actually doesn't have an end to it, or I guess it does have an end to it, but it doesn't. It's not blocked up at some point because the shaders just have like a really good effect of just like making things far away, just kind of like be all blurry and stuff, and it just kind of looks like it goes somewhere, but it actually just opens out into the world. So if I take away my night vision, and then I turn on the shaders, yeah, that looks like it goes somewhere, but if I zoom in, it just goes outside. So yeah. Also, I saw a lot of people in my comments having problems with the shaders. Um, they said that like, oh, it wasn't working or stuff like that, and just like weird like effects on the screen. And that is because they either downloaded the wrong version, because they downloaded like the MacBook version or something, or they downloaded the or they said there was like some kind of visual effect on the screen, and I can replicate that right now. If I go to the settings of this, we go to post processing, and then enable ultra static. I don't know why the person who made this left this in here. This is actually horrible to look at. So yeah, if you just go back to your shader settings, right there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, this is like the newer version of the shaders. I was using the 0.2 version of the shaders for this video and the previous one, because that's just what was out at the time of recording the first one. But yeah, this looks different. A lot things are a lot less saturated. It's a different vibe entirely. And this is 0.2. So yeah. More on my sound design. I'm still figuring out audio balancing and stuff. like, I'm not super good at it yet, and I'm still figuring stuff out. I see I have some comments here. There's a delay? Really? What kind of delay? Like, you're just lagging? I don't know. Okay, so I have some comments here. One of them is from my friend. What's my inspo? Cane Pixels. Uh, I don't know. My own brain. Also, that is not the dragon noise, by the way. That is the wither dying sound effect, I think. You have a video idea. Well, go ahead and tell me. I'm sorry if I am late to respond to chat. I noticed that there wasn't any chat messages for a while, so I haven't really looked at it, but I will be looking at it. The wood rooms. I mean, this is bamboo, so it kind of already is the wood rooms, but do tell. Yeah, I'm just waiting a sec because I have like another section that I want to go over about like the process making of the video, and I don't really want to go on to talk about it before we finish up your point here. But yeah, this stream feels about as unorganized as my recording was. I haven't done this in a while. I'm realizing how bad at it I am right now. Maybe it's just because I'm sick and my brain's all messed up and stuff. I suddenly explored the outpost until I found this trapdoor. Huh. There was no ladder, so it just fell 100 blocks down. Everything looked the same. You know, if you want to, if you want me to make this video, you could make it yourself, you know? It doesn't have to be me who makes it. You seem to have an interesting idea here. Oh yeah, I guess another person I'm inspired by is Garfield. He makes like these cool, creepy Minecraft videos that are just like horror stuff, mostly like psychological horror. And there's like actually like a video series where he's going back to like this Minecraft house, and there's like all these rooms entirely made of like wooden planks, like specifically oak wooden planks. You have no video software? Oh, okay. I will say I do have another video in the works right now. It took me a long time to build the set for it, and then I kind of took a break from working on that, and just recently I've started editing it and stuff like that, and filming and stuff. You're just 12? I mean, there's plenty of YouTubers who are 12. Don't let that stop you from doing something cool. The vids are cool, thank you. I know I haven't uploaded in a while. I've uploaded like 1 or 2 shorts since my last video. I actually uploaded a reel on Instagram recently, which got like 1.5k views, so that's pretty cool. You didn't know I can put ads on here in the video? I got an ad. Yeah, it is a monetized live stream. If it's too much, let me know, because I think I can change that to be a little bit less. You had no ads so far? Oh, okay. Because like the last time I streamed, I didn't really make a lot. Um, so like I don't really care too much. If it gets too much, then just let me know. Because I want you guys to actually like be able to hear me speak instead of being bombarded with ads like every 5 minutes. Because I just chose like the balanced option that YouTube provides you. So if it's too much, let me know. Okay, so next I want to move on to the process of making the video. And just the general process of it, because I know I've gone over some specific points, but I want to go over just general points. So like I knew that after I made the first video and it got like a lot of success, I was like, yo, there's so much potential with these shaders. It just makes everything look so much creepier. You know, like I didn't want to stop there. So I was just like thinking about things I could make with it. And I started thinking about like those cave crawler videos where you see those people who are just like squeezing through like the tiniest little areas and caves just to explore a little bit further, and it's like it's so claustrophobic you can't watch it anymore. And so I wanted to emulate that feeling, but unfortunately in Minecraft the smallest gap that you can really fit into is like this. So this is kind of what I tried to emulate with it. And yeah, you can put trapdoors, but they're only wooden, so this is all you kind of get. I am also using the Axiom mod in this video, which gives me like a no-clip function that I can turn off. Yeah, so now I can't, but I don't know, really useful building mod. I did not use it in building the set for this video, but I am using it in future sets, because I only discovered this mod afterwards. So yeah, when I was building the set, I started by making this section. And it started out, let me turn off the shaders so you can see easier. It started out as this simple thing. And then I just sort of used a structure block to repeat it over and over again. And like every 9 blocks or so. And then I made it so that the ceiling slowly gets shorter and shorter. What are you guys saying? Is a flashlight just a jack-o'-lantern or is it actually a ray of light? I will get into that. But if you're really curious, I have my first behind the scenes video, which you can find in the comments of my first VHS video. I explain it in there, but if you want me to, I can explain it in a second. But yeah, so I started out with this section right here, and then I just repeated it over and over again, and I just made the ceiling a little bit shorter. So it actually does get smaller. When I say in the video, like, oh, is this cave getting smaller? It actually is. I mean, very slightly. It's just the ceiling getting shorter by like 1 block every 9 blocks or so. But yeah, and then I started making this tunnel. And what I did was I just made a section of it, and much like that one, I just copied and pasted it over and over again, and then I placed it on the dripstone, making it all random and stuff. And yeah, and as I said before, the VHS shaders make things that are far away hard to see. So at the end of this tunnel is actually just a layer of black concrete. But if I turn on the shaders, when I go back to this section of this cave, you can't tell at all. It is very hard to tell. It just kind of looks like it goes on and on forever. So yeah, I can kind of get away with things like that. And your eyes tend to move from dark to light. So you're really just like looking forward ahead at the section over there. I mean, you know, I can see right in front of me, but I'm really looking forward, and that's why I'm stupid enough to just fall into this gap here, which means I don't have to actually walk all this way and see that this just stops. What else? Oh yeah, I don't recall the order that I made the other stuff in. You know, I made this video like a while ago. I don't even think I could tell you at the time of making the video. I don't remember. But it all just kind of like came together. I think I started from there and then to here and then connected it up with this somehow. I don't know. Something like that. And as I said before, no mods were used in the making of this video other than, you know, Iris for shaders and stuff. I didn't use this Axiom mod, which is a really useful building tool. I didn't have it at the time. And some of the special effects for like the caves were made with the debug stick. So I think in this section in particular, some of these, like right around here, this is not possible in vanilla. You have to use like the debug stick to make it look like that. And in Axiom, you can just use like a tinkering setting and make it that way a lot easier. And then the facility, if we go to the facility, this is just something I added to over time. Ideas just started spreading about it. And I think it just started off like this section, then it expanded onwards, and there's some sections here that weren't actually used in the video, but they are there nonetheless. And it's funny because the lights here are actually functioned with the redstone from the lever here. So if I turn off... That is really loud, I'm sorry. If I turn off that, all these lights turn off. And so yeah, it is actually just normal redstone, because I mean, how else would you do it, right? It's just the easiest way. Okay, you have some questions here. Okay, so, oh yeah, so the flashlight is actually just a custom model applied to a torch. In the video, I am in like adventure mode, or I just don't right click or something. I don't really remember, but it is actually just a torch with a custom model applied to it, because in the shader pack, any kind of light block has this vignette on the screen. So if like you said, a jack-o'-lantern, if you hold a jack-o'-lantern, it looks like that. And then the camera is just a retextured spyglass. It's remodeled, and I made this all myself, just so you know. And okay, what else do you have? If the main character had common sense, then he would be rich, to be honest, because there'd be so much ancient debris in the cave. Well, to be fair, he didn't exactly have the pickaxe to mine it. He just had an iron pickaxe with like one durability, and that can't mine ancient debris. So bro literally had nothing to do anything or really get far out of the cave. Um, you're the only one here? No. Okay, well that's fine. We've had 11 different people on this stream, apparently, so that's okay. I'm glad someone's here. Don't feel pressured to stay, though. I will talk to an audience of nobody if I have to. Oh, if he had found diamonds? Uh, I got news for you, buddy. That was not gonna happen. I don't know. This cave is obviously not a Minecraft cave. This is a very, I guess just like a semi-realistic cave. Now, of course, any geologist could tell me that this is not realistic at all, but most of my viewers are not geologists. And I feel like geology is not the right term for that, but I'm just going to say it is. Okay, so what else do I have on this? Okay, so I have another bullet point here. New ideas for future videos. And, oh yeah, so yeah, new ideas for potential future videos just kept flowing. So in the first video, I didn't really put a ton of thought into it. It was just something I kind of like just made up and like just kind of went with on the go. I really didn't think that much about it. I just, made it. And yeah, I really didn't put too much thought into the plot. But then when it got 120,000 views, which I had no idea it was going to get, that was like my second video ever. That's absolutely massive. I'm still like so confused on how that happened. I was like, damn, I can definitely do something else with this. So then in this video, I made sure to put a lot more thought into every little thing and lore and stuff, and just adding little details that I can potentially call back into the future. God, I cannot talk right now. I'm sorry. I added little ideas and details and things into the video that I can probably call back to in future videos. And those ideas are only really rough right now, but they definitely exist. So like I said, I didn't actually use all of the places in this facility. For example, this, and some other places I didn't actually enter, but yeah. If you go back in the video and you really examine it, you'll notice some little details that you might not have noticed before. The next point I want to go over is right in the beginning of the video. And this is not just about this in particular, it's more of a general topic, but I just want to go over the fact that in the beginning of the video, I don't make this jump. And it is very easy to make because I just did it without any effort right now. And I definitely could have made it look a lot more real, but it goes to show that in horror movies, we often have to suspend our disbelief. Obviously, I could just press escape and then click this button to just leave the world and all my problems would be solved. Which is why I made sure in the video to say that like, oh, like I'm curious about like what this is. Because if this was happening to you in your Minecraft world, you would probably want to know what's happening too. Like you probably wouldn't want to just log out. You'd be like, what is this? And you'd explore. So yeah, like this is just an easily makeable jump. And that's just an example of how we have to suspend our disbelief. And like in the beginning of the video, I uncrouch when looking over like a cave and fall 50 blocks. Like, like I hope this was believable enough, but otherwise you just gotta suspend your disbelief sometimes, and it's just something we have to do. In the best videos, you have to suspend your disbelief the least amount. Um, but yeah, I'm repeating myself because I'm thinking ahead and then I look at my bullet points. I'm like, I already said that. But yeah, like as I said, like some of the critics in my comments of the first video said I could have just left the game, but I didn't really give enough reason as to why I didn't in the first video. But in this one, I say like I'm kind of curious, you know, and that kind of stuff. I had some idea for the backrooms in particular, but it wasn't I wasn't gonna like say it in like a comment or something. But I think it only applied to the backrooms anyway, in particular. Uh, yeah, in this video I made a big part of like the plot just like a matter of curiosity and perseverance. Like I literally do say in the video like I could just quit, but like, as I said, like wouldn't you be curious? Wouldn't you want to know what the hell all of this is? So the character in this video just wants to know what's happening and what's behind all this and the truth. And then I guess like one of the last things I want to go over is, was the video scary? And I definitely wanted to lean more into atmosphere in this video, and I think I did that pretty successfully. Because I built the set for the first video way too quickly. I definitely could have made the backrooms like much, much bigger. I could have made it like double or triple the size, and some people pointed out in the comments that like I just kind of walked around the same exact spots over and over again. Because this is pretty small. I definitely could have made it bigger. It was just like a limitation of the structure block and how far I could paste it, but I could have just moved it over. I don't know. I was just lazy. I wasn't expecting it to be a video that got 120,000 views, okay? Like, So, yeah, like in this video, I wanted to make sure I made the set like a lot better. The detail is a lot more intricate and stuff. And like for example, in this cave, all these spikes signify danger. They almost look like teeth. Like this cave is just like eating you. So like I think this part of the video, I really like this shot right here. It is just so good. It really just means like yikes, danger. There's lava. It's in your head. It's just like it is a dangerous place. It looks evil. And in this video, unlike the first one, there wasn't like a big jump scare this time. The portal opening sound was probably the closest to one, but like it was more important to me that I just made a creepy atmosphere and told a captivating story over than like, you know, just having like ooh big jump scare. Because not every video has to have a chase scene or a big jump scare, even if they make for highly attentive moments. I just want to make something that's interesting to look at and to watch. So yeah, what really mattered to me in this video was that, God, it's dark in here. What really mattered to me in this video was that you watched it and you enjoyed it, and I really hope the video like has done well. I mean, I think it did well. I mean, it's pretty much peaked at like 3K views right now, and I'm not just saying that I'm not just saying that like I really wanted it to do well because of money, even though that does help because I'm a broke college student right now. But I think I've just made something cool, and I'm really proud of it, and I just want as many people to see it and enjoy it as possible. So like, if you think you have friends that might enjoy it, share it with them. Maybe they'll think it's interesting. So yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed it yourself, and this behind the scenes look in this live stream at this video. And so if you want to stop watching now, you can, but I will be answering any questions that are still in the chat. And this stream has been pretty short, but I mean, I don't want people to like click off of the video if they see that the live stream is really long, but I will be adding timestamps to make it easier to watch. Okay, we have some chat messages here. Um, you're loading up Java Edition, you usually play Bedrock. Still getting used to the sliding when you fly for building. Oh yeah, that's honestly like one of the most annoying things about Java Edition for me when I'm building. I hate this. Like I just want to like, I don't know, it makes it really annoying when you just want to like stop and like place something specifically, but you're sliding all around. In Bedrock it is very like you just like stop pretty immediately. And I will say I actually have done my fair share of building on Bedrock. I No, I used to play on Bedrock before Java for years and years, and I still do from time to time. I have a world that I build on and stuff with like a Victorian city and all that, which I will make a video on eventually. Not probably not anytime soon, but eventually I want to. Um, so yeah, I guess because I didn't really get like a ton of questions in the stream. If you do have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, and I will answer them. Like I said in my community post, don't make them lore related. I'm just answering questions about like the process of making this video. Maybe you're curious about a very specific part and like how I did a certain effect. Um, and I'll be glad to answer that. But if you're gonna ask me like, oh, who made this place? What did they do? I'm not gonna answer that because then that ruins all the suspense, you know. So just stay tuned. There's gonna be more stuff coming soon. It may or may not be related to this, but yeah, I shouldn't say soon because I actually have no idea when it's coming out. But yeah, I probably sooner than later. I don't know. I don't want to promise anything because I have no idea. I just decided to stream today because I had a little bit of a break in between my finals. I'm currently finishing up my first semester at like actual college. Um, and things are tough, but I found a little bit of a break on the weekend to stream because I wanted to do this and I don't know. I guess I'm just not very good at commentary, but hopefully this was half decent. If there was compatible shaders specifically for Java that would be able to go to Bedrock, things would be much better, mostly because Bedrock VHS tapes would be fire. Oh, you got an ad? Well, that's our first one, right? um, yeah, Bedrock shaders are very, very limited right now. Like, I think I've seen a couple. There's also RTX, which I've tried out. It's pretty cool, but like, it doesn't like support specific blocks like candles, or some of them just like look weird, so they're not perfect, and like there's barely any packs that are out. So I don't know. Um, yeah, my voice is starting to go because I'm so scratchy. I gotta take a drink here. Oh my god. But yeah, Bedrock shaders are so limited right now, and I think they have something in the works, like officially part of the game for Bedrock. But I think it's only in like preview or something. I don't know. I haven't seen it myself, but yeah. Um, did I just break something? I hope I didn't break anything. Oh, I totally just did. Maybe? I don't know. Oh yeah, and regarding these custom models here, that's another thing I could probably release to members someday. Or I don't know. I don't really want to have to make people pay for things, but at the same time, it's not really like you're paying for it. It's more like it's a bonus because you're donating to me. Um, but yeah, I've actually gotten a lot more into making custom models for stuff more recently, so it's been pretty fun. Just modeling on Blockbench and stuff. But yeah, if that's all, if there's no more questions or anything, that's fine. I'll just end the stream here because I don't think I can talk for too much longer, and I'm gonna be hanging out with some friends tonight. Uh, you know how there are Java gun mods? You found some Bedrock ones? Yeah, I'm pretty sure of course there's gun mods for both, you know? Oh, excuse me. Um, yeah, I'm not really too into gun mods. I think some of them are cool, some of them are just like overpowered or they don't look Minecrafty at all. Like the models are just like way too like high definition. But yeah, I've been learning like data pack making and stuff recently. Eventually I want to learn how to mod, but that'll be later down the line. I like keeping things vanilla and seeing what's possible with commands because I am pretty familiar with commands and data packs are just kind of like an extension of that. Um, so yeah. Yeah, do not mind all like the random stuff in the background. Like that is not just a gray box. That is covering something that I could potentially use in a future video and I just didn't want to spoil it. So that is just a gray box concealing things. This I built recently. I don't know. I was bored. Sometimes I go and work on it. think it looks pretty cool. It's like Wild West combat. Oh, what's it called? I like Wild West stuff. But I don't really play Bedrock Survival too much. I mean, I do, but not as much as I used to because I just find Java to be so much better. Like, the controls don't really feel laggy and feel more specific, and I find that, like, things like natural regeneration being really slow on Bedrock is just, like, really annoying. It makes it just, like so terrible when you want to heal in Bedrock after you've been hit by, like, after you've been wombo comboed by, like, 50 zombies in a cave and a skeleton. And you just want to heal by eating, but then you have to wait like a minute for your health to actually heal up, because you heal by 1/2 of a heart every 5 seconds. Forgot what it's called? Oh, that's okay. Uh, but yeah. Oh yeah, I guess I can show off this one last thing. This is a reward for you, because you have decided to watch through this entire thing. So this is my first iteration of the backrooms. Pretty decent, you know, not bad. And then I found a better way to make it, and it is like this. It is a lot more yellow. It's actually a genius use because I made it so that the floor was all path blocks, so it's more yellow, it's more carpety, and then because it's a little bit lower than a block, I can add this little layer of molding right here. So it looks a lot more like the back rooms to me. It's a lot more yellow. So in future, I might be using this. But yeah, this is potentially what it will look like in the future. Well, if that's it, I don't know. Maybe I'll just end the stream here. I probably could have gotten more viewers if I streamed earlier. I wanted to, but then, like, I don't know. I guess I was just feeling tired, or I was just doing other stuff, or I was watching a live stream, and I was like, oh, I don't know when I'm going to eat dinner. I definitely could have streamed a bit earlier, and I probably would have gotten more viewers, but you know what, that's okay. So, hopefully you enjoyed. I'm probably going to end the stream here. I don't know. Do I have any friends that I want to call? I'm kind of lonely right now, but I don't feel like talking too much. I don't know. I need someone else to do some talking for me. Okay, I have like a bunch of friends in VCs. Okay. Um, so yeah, thank you for watching. If you watched this entire stream, only a couple people showed up. Actually, I got like 12 different viewers, but thank you very much. Um, that'll be all. If you have any more questions, just leave it in the comments and I'll go and look at it. I don't know when I'm gonna add the timestamps because that's gonna take a little while, but I will do it. This is such a disorganized video, which is why I think I'm just better at like making very formatted content. But yeah, thank you so much, and